Live, 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 oh, live. Mm, oh, live. Good. Oh my God. No, no. Mm, mm, The pendulum cycle is the Merlin thing. I like Merlin. I like King of Knights of One, Two, Letter, Singles Inferno, Primal. Absolutely nothing without the Scream, Murder, Too Many Lies. That's crazy. That is crazy. Absolutely nothing. Individual strokes. Mm, damn. I'm super touched. The Night Manager. Is anybody watching The Night Manager? Tom Hiddleston. I was looking for this earlier. Hugh Laurie's in it. I love Hugh Laurie. I watched him in House. Medical House. Yeah. Um, let's see. What are y'all watching? What's good right now? What's playing? That is getting good, very good. Because I can't find anything. I have to be honest. I'm finding. Might as well go back to the good old Kabila. Oh my god. Do you actually call your account Laviola? You can't do that, bro. What are you doing? Why, why, why would you call your account that? Why would you call your account that? Are you're a lover of That's insane, man. That's insane. Why would you call your account that, man? Let me see what you have going on your channel. That's crazy. Please change that, man. Oh my god. I can't even drink my water. That's insane. You should change that. Your channel name should be something people can say. What are you doing, man? You should change that. Let me see your channel. Go to channel. You only have one subscriber. Joined 23 November 2025. Don't be scared. Dude, what do you want me to call you, bro? I'm not saying that word. Nobody's saying that word. Nobody's saying it. Let me alone. A lover of that thing there. That's insane. You need a friend. You need a lot of friends. A lot of friends. What are you watching? What TV show, movies? Please recommend something. Have you been watching anything good this year? What are you watching? That is good. Yeah. Recommend something that's excellent. Like, what have you been watching that is really, really good? I can't find anything good. I don't think it's. What is that? What is that? I'm just trying to get it like the. No, I don't know. Let me Google it. Musical artist. Okay. It's like some anime thing. Is it anime? Looks like anime. Okay. What else? What else? I don't want to watch anime. What else? What else? The only anime that I watch is Dragon Ball. Is Dragon Ball anime? I don't even watch. It's cool. Oh, okay. Like no, but for real, like a lot of anime is really good. Really, really good. But I don't feel like watching a lot of anime right now. What else are you watching? What else are you watching? Where's Brandy? Let me reach out to Brandy. Let me see if Brandy's. Oh, not yet. Just anime? You don't watch anything else other than anime? Come on, you gotta be watching something. Wow, wow, oh, you're committed to the anime that much. Wait, what? Okay, good for you, I guess. Good for you. Have you seen any good movies this year? Any good movies? Do you like movies? What kind of movies are you watching? Have you seen anything good this year? Nothing. Wow. You just watch maybe Titanic. Come on, not Titanic. No, no, not Titanic, man. Give me something else. Not Titanic. Titanic is something contemporary, like Arcane. Arcane is like another anime. That one I know. That one I know. What else? What else are you watching? 263. What else? What else are you watching? It's insane. It's insane. All the movies are anime. I gotta love your commitment for anime. I gotta love your commitment. Okay, what's the best non-anime movie, non-anime TV show, non-anime movie you got you've ever seen? Wow, everything. Your commitment to anime is inspiring. Inspiring. Like, why would you name your account this? Bro? Usually on Instagram. Okay. Like, why did you choose this? Why did you choose this as? This is insane. You know it's insane, right? How do you expect us to talk to you if this is what you call your account? Am I the only one crazy enough? Like, can you guys read this? Can you see uh, what he called his account? I'm not insane, right? His name is cool. His name is insane, man. Ah. uh, can somebody tell him? Somebody tell him like this is not all right. You can't just walk around. This is not okay, man. It's kind of funny, but not in the way that you think it's funny. It's funny like okay, you know what I mean? Like my email. Oh my god, straight to spam. Straight to spam. If you email somebody with this in the email title, it's like it's going straight to spam. Straight to spam. You can't do that, man. Go think about what else you can name your account and change it. It's insane to go around naming your account. Right? Imagine like trying to look for a job or you own the company trying to like respond to potential employees like or customers with a name like that. Nobody's taking you seriously, man. Let's find a different name. I'm sure we can find a different name. But that's what I'm saying. It's like you smile and then you're like, this is crazy, this is too much. So I don't know if that's what you're going for. Is that what you're going for? It's one of the name Clyde. You like this name? Oh my god. You like this name, Austin? This is a terrible name. Even your name, your name is better than this. Like You can walk around in these YouTube streets with a name like this, man. How do you expect people to behave, to treat you, to react? It's like so terrible about it. It's a terrible name. This guy's love for whatever that is. Even your name wins Oscars compared to this. It's a terrible name. You can make people happy in different ways. You don't need to do it this way. Come on, Austin. We can agree on a lot of things. I'm sure we can agree on this, Austin. I'm sure this we can definitely. Where are you from? Austin, where am I from? Oh, you're asking me or Austin? Austin is somewhere in Kentucky or Nantucket, Australia. And I was like, you're from Syria. Oh, didn't I hear like there was like a social protest? There were protests in Syria. Yeah. Austin knows where I'm from. Where am I from, Austin? I don't know where Austin is. Austin is in Kentucky or Nantucket. Yeah, I hope everything is okay in Syria. I hope you're okay, your family is okay, your neighbors, or your loved ones, your friends. You know, I hope so. I saw, I watched a bit of Paul Patrick Bet David, Mas Pluto. What's up, Mas Pluto? I just looked at the first part of that name. I don't know that. Yeah, that's a terrible name. That's what I'm saying. uh, he chose like a really terrible name. Mars Pluto is a better name than okay. Mars Pluto, the end is the beginning is the end, and then the lover of that female part. It's not funny. Easy chill, easy chill. Happy belated Valentine's, Mars Pluto, 5463. Please tell my buddy here to change his name. The leader Bashar al Assad. I'm saying leader. Khamenei? I think it's Khamenei. I watched a bit of Patrick Bet David. He's originally from Syria, and I've seen like pictures of Syria. Is it in the 70s, 80s? It was beautiful, man. Beautiful, beautiful. Ahmad al Sharia. Who's Khamenei? Don't change it. Please change your name. Please change your name. Please change your name. It's a terrible name to walk around on YouTube. All right. Happy belated Valentine's Day. All right, all right, all right. Can you tell this guy to change his name? The lover of something something. Okay. Tell him to change his name. The guy laughing. Um, it was I had pretty much the same kind I had last year. I went for a bit of ice cream with a neighbor girl. Ice cream, normal, normal. Most Pluto is a good name. Yeah, it's a good name. Just change your name. That the guy laughing with the laughing emojis. That guy who loves whatever that is. Tell him to change it. So he'll trust me. No. No, 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 no. It's a terrible name. Don't say it out loud. Don't say it around people. Hello, Clyde. An egg in these trying times. Uh, Yo, an egg. Today my internet is fantastic. It's fantastic. I haven't had any problems. I'm just trying to make this guy change his name. Can you believe this guy's walking around on YouTube with a name like this? Hmm. Room punch is okay. It's okay. Regular, regular. All right. Makes girls smile. Yeah, you stream, bro. Yeah, listen. It's a crazy thing. Yeah, it's really crazy. It's really crazy. Uh, Austin knows where I'm from. And Egg knows where I'm from. Mars Pluto. I'm somewhere in the southernmost hemisphere. Well, not the southernmost. Not Antarctica. I'm not in Antarctica. Yeah, I thought the best thing in the world, Clyde. Oh my god, oh my god. Yo, an egg. Do you wanna jump on the live for 2 minutes? South Africa, next to South Africa. Very good, Mosquito. Very good. One is real, bro. Did an egg run away? An egg maybe ran away. An egg in these trying times ran away. You know, the best thing. It's not the best thing. Oh, you know your Southern Africa. No, right next to Namibia is South Africa. Namibia is here. South Africa is here. I'm somewhere here. Oh, you're good. You're really good. Mars Pluto knows his geography. Let's see if you get it. Don't look it up, Mars Pluto. Don't look it up. Sure. Austin, please don't encourage the lover of those things. Don't encourage them. Subscribe to you. That's all I need, bro. I'm asking. So, of course, you know. Whoa, you know your geography. You know your geography. Good. Very good. Did you look it up? Be honest. Be honest. Did you look it up? It's not your first time on this live stream, Pluto. I remember you from a few weeks back, I think. Be honest. Did you look that up? Where did an egg go? An egg, jump on the live stream. Today, the internet is flawless. Flawless. Let me see. This is the first time. I don't look it up. Oh, yes. I Show Speed was in the country a few weeks back. A few weeks back. Oh, so you didn't look it up. Oh, okay. Good. Let me see. Go to channel. Oh, this is your channel. An egg in these trying times. An egg in these trying times. My buddy an egg is about to jump on. Finally,
Hello.
what's
How's it going?
an egg in these trying times? Finally. Hmm.
Yeah, we got a bit of progress yesterday. We did about half hour of interview.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, Unfortunately, my Starlink was tripping. Today is Sunday. Everything is going fantastic. Yeah, Austin. There's an egg in these trying times. I don't even know his first name. I just know him as an egg in these trying times. Are you one of those people? Do you like to remain anonymous online?
No, I can tell you if you want.
Okay, give me your first name.
My name is Kai.
Kai.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, what does Kai mean? We have a football. I'm an Arsenal supporter. We have a player called Kai Havertz. I think the president's granddaughter is Kai or something. Kai Trump.
Hmm.
What does
Yeah.
Kai mean?
My parents liked it because it had a variety of meanings. None of us necessarily endemic to like our backgrounds or anything, but it's a word in Hawaiian and Japanese and like Welsh. So there's like a lot of different meanings across the world. They said wherever I
Oh,
went, somebody would know my name.
oh, okay. So, like, do you see this guy's name? Is this funny? Do you think this is funny?
Well, here's the thing about this name that for your own stream, I won't say it. I would say it myself if I was streaming, but uh, yeah, the thing about it is, it's not a lie, Clyde. It's not. He's obviously who else other than the most committed would take that name. Clearly, he
Exactly.
was dedicated to the craft.
Exactly what I was thinking. I was like, dude, you can't love it that much, bro. What are you talking about? Hmm.
I don't know, man. I have a bias to trust his credentials above anyone else's. To be honest with you on this matter, if he says he's that, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna be the one to doubt him.
Oh my god. You can't just walk around in these YouTube streets with a name like that, man. Like, what do you want us to say?
I
Hmm.
don't know. I mean, you've spent about the past 10 minutes of stream talking about it. Clearly, it garners some. It's kind of like wearing a
I'm
funny
trying
hat
to,
around town, right?
yeah, I'm trying to dissuade him. Like, change your name. You can't be known as
Nah,
that guy.
nah, I personally, I hate to be on the opposing side of this magic but I say absolutely keep that name as long as YouTube allows you to keep that name.
You encourage people to be who they are in the element.
I like the idea that there's a guy out there named that, and that he is observing, using YouTube terms of service. He's just existing. That pleases me.
Okay. All right. Like, okay, Kai is a. It didn't take you too long in preschool, kindergarten, to learn how to write your name, right?
It's wild. Not for me. I had no issue at all, right? But a
Mhm.
lot of people where I live in Texas, nobody knows this name. So frequently, it's like misspelled or just they think I'm saying a different name. I think I'm saying
Oh,
Kyle. It's like
oh, oh. Yeah, I get that though. I
I
get that.
used to work in call centers, and I don't anymore. But for about a year and a half across 3 or 4 different companies, I was working in call centers, and I just honestly, I so quickly, I decided I'm not gonna deal with that whole dialogue tree of, oh, what's your name, Kai? Oh no, it's Kyle. I went by my
Uh,
my middle name, Riley, and I just stuck with that one.
or and Riley like took like no problem. Everybody understands Riley.
Much less misunderstandings. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah, like I had some follow up questions from yesterday, but thank you
yeah.
so much for yesterday, by the way. Thank you so
It
much.
was a pleasure.
Yeah, yeah. And uh, I do you, I was asking Austin about this, right? Kai suits you better, honestly. Really? What's up with Mars Future? Wait, let me pull up Mars Future's account. What's up with Mars Future? Wait.
Thank you, Mars Pluto. That's very nice sentiment.
What's up with Mars Future? This is Mars Future's YouTube. I have my laptop right here. Mars Pluto. Oh, 2016. Your account is from 2016. August 12, 2016. Okay, shout out to Mars Pluto. And what is this? Playing hide and seek. What is this? What is this, bro? Okay, shout out to Mars Pluto.
Shout out to Mars Pluto.
Yeah. Yeah, like have you been to New York in the States?
I've passed through. So I went to Newark International, which is Newark is on the border of New York, but I didn't step foot outside the airport. I've been to the
Or
airport four or
you
five times, traveling here and there.
when you travel internationally, you don't go to JFK or
Well, sometimes I go
LA.
to JFK. It depends.
Okay.
Like
JFK is
to
in
go
New
to
York.
Mexico, we can actually just fly out of my city, SA. But like, it really depends on where you're going. How international
Oh,
is international east? Maybe I'll hit Delta's terminal in Atlanta instead of This is like it depends
oh.
on where I'm going.
So you don't have to go to. I thought you'd go to LAX or
Well, LAX is
or
convenient for like to go over the Pacific, right? I don't know. It really depends
okay,
on where you're going. I've been to Europe more than I've been out west, so
okay. Oh, that's so cool. And did you get to wear a kimono? I love Japanese culture, by the way.
yeah, yeah. When I lived in Japan, I I did. I was given one. I went to a hotel once, and they allowed you to purchase one for about $50, and so
Oh,
yeah, we got one.
I you say you've traveled to a few places in Europe.
Hmm.
I hear like I love traveling, right? I want to get. I've been looking for a GoPro. I can't find a GoPro. Anyway, I think GoPro went out of business for some reason.
Oh wow!
I want to start doing.
No,
Sorry.
I just yeah, I didn't realize they'd gone out of business. Yeah, please proceed.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. So like I wanna stick one in a car. Hey, are you a Top Gear fan? Do you like cars?
I
Driving
do
fan?
enjoy Top Gear. I especially what is it, Jeremy Renner or whatever the guy. I don't remember his name.
Jeremy
Jeremy
Clarkson. Jeremy
Clarkson.
Clarkson.
Yes. Oh god, that guy's hilarious. Yeah, Top Gear is pretty good.
Yeah,
I'm not a big car guy, but that show is nice.
yeah. I'm not a big anime guy. I think I like Mars Pusher is asking my an anime guy. Like I liked Dragon Ball. I liked Pokemon when I was young. A little bit of Naruto. That's Japanese culture thing, right? Do you watch anime?
A little bit. I'm not super into it. Sort of like you, like some of the more popular ones, Dragon Ball, others. But yeah, I don't watch it as much as others in my generation.
Yeah, yeah. Love to go to Japan. And what about what's the girl scene like in Japan? Are the girls like super pretty everywhere?
Well, they are nice looking, but they're also extremely reserved and demure, and it's kind of like there's already a language barrier. Like if you don't speak fluent Japanese, you're not. I don't know. It's they're not going to be that interested in conversating really at all, which is perfectly fine.
Okay,
Like people just keep to themselves there, and that's like a whole different culture.
and tell me if this is racist or not. Okay, they say I'm gonna ask you like I'm not trying to bait you or something.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
no.
it's like in China, they say if you get into a car accident, somebody says hits you, say hits you from the back in traffic, and he runs away. Okay,
Mhm.
so the police come. They're like, okay, what does he look like? What are you gonna say?
And did I see the guy, or I'm just guessing what the guy
Yeah,
looks like? I guess I missed
you've
that.
seen him. He hit you from the back. You've seen his face, like, and then he runs away. Like, police come like a few minutes later. What are you gonna say he looks like?
Well, I think maybe the implied thing is you're saying if I would say he's black or not or something, but I don't know. I would just describe him based on how he looked.
Don't don't all Asians look the same? Apparently, if you are from a
Oh
different
well, I
race,
know. So that's that one. I've heard this, and I don't agree with it, but I see where the ignorance comes from.
you,
There,
you can distinguish
you
between
can.
Japanese people,
I can
Chinese
distinguish
people.
between Japanese,
Yeah.
Korean, Vietnamese, but it's like it's not like it's just personally. You get your sampling bias. If you've lived in some backwards
Uh,
county, the population
I
300
see.
all your life, like
I
50
see.
years, you just you
I
haven't
see.
seen enough to get a good sample. You get a good
You,
sample, and it's
you
like
have a
okay, now
point.
I kind of understand the intricacies.
You've heard. You actually have a really good point.
And it
Uh,
applies anywhere.
so
It can be in the U.S. A lot of ignorance in the U.S., but like anywhere. The more remote you are, the less you've seen of different varieties of
yeah,
people, and less you're able to distinguish.
yeah. No. You got me. You completely got me. So like anyway, like I was saying earlier, like you You have to be kidding. This has been
No, we're
working
good. We're good. We're good.
perfectly.
We're back on. We're back on.
Okay, this has been working perfectly. Austin, you remember I streamed for an entire hour, no problem. I tried to do a simulcast with my friend. It's starting up. Anyway, like I was trying to ask, like they say like London is full of tourists, people from all over the world come for business, all kinds of stuff. Same with New York, same with all the major cities across Europe. Like
Hmm.
when you travel, do you think that's the case in Japan? You've been to Tokyo, you said?
Yeah, so I've been not actually properly the main central city of Tokyo, but they have these things kind of like the provinces and then districts. So like I was in the Tokyo city greater area for a lot of my
Okay.
time, but I
Okay.
was principally like 50 miles outside of Tokyo, the closest as I ever got. They have these things where the cities kind of become these large encapsulated things and
Okay.
make up sort of counties, if you will. I don't
Okay.
know. I think it's gotten a lot more popular in the past 5 years, especially to visit there. So there's a lot more stuff that I probably haven't seen. I'll hold for a second. It looks like we're buffering.
Okay.
Okay, okay, okay.
And
Yeah.
and in the outskirts of Tokyo, like it's mostly Japanese people. You don't find a lot of tourists
Entirely.
there.
Like there's some people you see. There's not a lot of integrated and like
Okay.
people from other places. They if they
Okay.
are there, they're there for business or they're standing out like a sore thumb. Like it's
Okay.
very seldom you see anybody else. Even in like we were on an American Air Force base, and you would walk out of the gate and like even just taking a 10-minute stroll or getting on the train and taking a couple stops, like completely in the weeds. Japan, 99% native Japanese people living in Japan. Yeah, it's a big thing there.
This is insane.
No, yeah, yeah, but yeah, that answered your question. There is just yeah, in
Yeah.
Japan, there's not a lot of
And what
other
about
people.
Amsterdam? What was your experience in Amsterdam?
Amsterdam was wonderful. Definitely people from all over the place. We were
Okay.
also kind of standing out because there's a lot of people who just are already in Europe and are traveling there or hanging out there for whatever reason because it's like close in relative. Like you can go from
Hmm.
Berlin to Amsterdam in 4 hours, and it's like they just do that cheaply. Um,
Okay.
so there was a lot of people from Europe that I felt like were kind of looking down on us, like you guys don't know all this business, you don't know, which is fair. But yeah, it was a little bit judgmental. But yeah, you could live there absolutely.
Okay. And have you been on a road trip? I think if there's one thing I want to do, if I ever get to visit the United States, is to there's this what Valley Road, like I think it's in Nevada, like the long
Highway
there's a
66.
long why don't I remember it? But it's famous. It's just one long road. It's in the middle of the desert, and so many pictures.
Maybe this is
Uh,
I-90. Let me find this real quick for you because I think I know what you're
yeah.
talking about. I'm just not a big road guy. I haven't been out west that far, but I have driven by car from Louisiana to Texas.
How is that?
About 700 miles. Not like it's a dent, but it's not, you know.
Okay. Okay. You don't like road trips. What happened to diners? I hear like diners in the United States are going out of business or they are completely gone. Are there still diners all
It
over?
depends. So it's not like the 50 style diners like that, but even just the
Yeah,
casual restaurants. Like I don't know if you've heard of TGI Fridays or Red Lobster. They're
I
going out of
know.
business.
Okay.
And it's just
Okay.
because our market's in a downturn. Even though we're relatively wealthy from other areas, it's like we went from here and now we're kind of down here. And people are responding to the shift by not eating out as much or not eating out at middle places, either saving up to
Uh,
like go to a higher tier place or just
uh,
not at all eating out. So a lot of the neighborhood eateries, Applebee's, like these other ones, yeah, that's my understanding of what the diner is because that's what populates our street corners. Yeah, a lot of them are going out of business. Any new
oh,
restaurant opens in the U.S., depending on your state and area, it
so
generally
a
has a
mom.
90% rate to close in the first 2 years. Like they
Oh,
just shut their doors.
oh. Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, 24. Well, this is a public YouTube channel. If somebody wanted to dig into everywhere I am online and stuff, and like talk to me that way, I would be more concerned about that. But I've had this YouTube channel since I was a child. It's been publicly related to me a number of times, so I'm not upset about this being my public persona. You see that a lot on this podcast, right? Where people are like, "I don't want to put my camera on. I don't want to answer questions like this and this and that." It's true. It's fair. I get that. The thing about it is, it comes with knowledge, right? So we all know that to use the app of YouTube, to have Google Maps on our phone, have these things, to have a phone at all, and have a cell provider and in the mobile network, these things are a middle contract where you get a service and they get your data. They know where you are, you know who you are. It's not like a conspiracy theory anymore. I'm not like a guy who's like they're controlling your actions, but like you choose to indulge in all these services, including watching YouTube videos on your phone, and YouTube you turn location on, and it knows where you're at. It knows your first and last name. It knows your payment details if you pay for a service. I'm not concerned because I already know that this account and who I publicly am are not a secret to the broader public. And I choose to not be secretive if I'm going to be on a live like this, which is the first time, being on your program is a pleasure. Thank you. But, you get the point. It just becomes, if you don't know that intimately, like if you're not super familiar with tech and you're like, oh, I don't want them to have it, you don't know they already do have it. So that's
Yeah.
why I'm be more hesitant,
Very,
in my
very,
opinion.
very well said. Like I tend to try to accommodate the skeptics. I just try to approach
Yeah.
with
No,
kid
yeah, it's
gloves.
yeah, I have sympathy for it. I'm not saying it's like, oh, we're so much better than them, but it's like I get to live in a state where you're curious like that, where it's like, man, I really don't want to divulge anything online. That makes sense
Okay.
some cases, but it's just like you've got your public accounts, and then you've got maybe different accounts that you don't want to share your info on. So
Yeah. All right. So like I was asking like, okay, so how long is the flight? How long did it take you to go from where you're staying to the outskirts of Tokyo? Was the whole day
it
traveling?
definitely, it was a 19-hour flight. We would
19
fly
hour flight.
in. Sometimes it would be into LAX. Other times we got a flight direct to Houston.
Oh, you can take off from Houston one way flight, or you connect somewhere in Europe.
Well, that's the thing. You kind of want to go if talking about Japan, right? You're going
Yeah,
to want to go
Japan.
west most of the time. You don't want to take it east unless you're already super far
Oh,
east. But yeah, you have to go over the bulk of Europe and West
oh,
Asia,
oh.
India, and
So
all
it
that.
is a so
It's easier
it
to
is
go
a
west than east to do
oh,
that. So yeah, sometimes it'd be like a bridge flight in LAX transfer. Others of the time, yeah, it would be just straight from. There's two airports in Japan. We would usually fly out of the other one. Let me pull it up, but yeah, 19-hour flight usually, either
oh.
between two planes or just one flight.
You see what Austin wrote? Austin is one of those tinfoil head guys.
No, and sometimes it makes sense for if you're employed in a certain way. You don't want to have your employer have info about you. I get it. Like it depends on every piece of information about somebody is like low tier difficulty or medium tier. The harder you make to get your information, the harder it is for people to find it. But those most committed will find it anyways. So it's just who in that category do you want to hide from? Do you want to hide from your employer? Do you want to hide from your friends and family? Do you want to hide from your wife? Do you want to hide from the government? These are different tiers. So, but yeah,
Austin, I can assure you, Austin is wearing a tinfoil hat right now while he's using, and he's like under some lead counter thingy. He's like he takes precautions, as you say. Hmm. That's
In
Austin.
different circumstances, everybody has their reasons. I don't critique it. I just think it comes with understanding. If you want to divulge, you do. If you don't, you have reasons. They're your reasons.
Yeah, I'm right above Texas. Oh, okay.
Neat.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
I think
So
I
like,
recall you saying.
so okay. So you head out west when you go to Tokyo, and I think that's the same way if you go to Australia or something. You got
That's
you
right. Yeah,
you
you're gonna want to Australia, New Zealand, or the Indonesia or the Philippines. You're gonna want to usually Vietnam too. You're gonna want to go west from somewhere on the
wow. So
west coast.
so like you've traveled a lot like since you're a little boy all the way up to this age. Do you still
Since
want to
about
travel?
15, I've been traveling. Yeah, but it's yeah, I enjoy it. It's what I get to do
Well,
in spare time. If you make money.
why don't you put up videos? You didn't like go with your camera phone, put up videos on Instagram, on YouTube. Share the journey with us, man. What are you doing?
Well, that's true. I started when I was very young, so I guess now that I'm older, I have a bit more foresight. Next trip I'll go on, I guess I'll take some do that. I guess
Yeah. And have you had sushi in the States versus sushi in
I
Japan?
have. It's
KFC in the
definitely
States
different.
versus
Yeah.
KFC in Japan.
What do you think the differences are? Because I know them roughly, but I'm curious. What you're? Do you think there is a difference? What is the differences you think?
I don't know how you can possibly make bad sushi. I
Well,
think like
it's not
sushi
that
tastes
it's
the
bad
same.
or good. It matches the Western palate or the you know.
I just know that I think I've heard many people say KFC in the States is different, tastes different from KFC overseas. But that's
That's also
how
true. That's because he's Coke as well. They taste different all over the world because of the
even
regional.
Coca-Cola. Really,
Yes, there's famous
the
articles about it. If you
original,
have a look.
not Diet Coke, Light Coke, the
All
original
the Cokes
original.
of a certain region are tailored to that region's preferences for sales by it.
Really, I didn't know that.
Yep. The Coke
Damn.
you drink is different than the Coke I drink. I'm almost sure of it.
Really?
Yeah, it's very
Whoa.
likely. There's a number of factors. The different sweeteners that are approved for Cokes are different in different areas.
Oh, I've heard about that when it comes to cereal. Like I hear like American cereal is very very different from cereal anywhere else in the world.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
want to take one brief foray to answer Mars Pluto's question. That is a very why in Amsterdam do they love bikes? Why in the Netherlands, why do Texans love guns? I am not a gun nut. I'm not a guy, but it's like a lot of it is cultural. It gets like passed down from your family. Like we love to hunt and we da 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 da. And here's this gun I'm giving you, and it's this, and it represents having had a familial bond with like your father and your grandfather and doing stuff with them. That's why I see people getting into it. But it's also just a habitual thing and a legal thing. Like there are laws that get passed. The gun lobby, the NRA, like there are financial reasons why guns are advertised to a public and that the public wants to engage in gun purchases. But it is an overzealous thing. Like I don't know why we love it other than market manipulation from the NRA. Uh, I think that it's
You
slowly
guys
that.
NRA really?
Yeah, the National Rifle Association.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, it's just that they are a super PAC, which means that they do billions of dollars of political funding towards
Yeah.
advocates that they know will like produce
I grew
favorable
up
policy
on
in the House and the
I grew up
Congress.
on Jon Stewart and Stephen Colbert, so they've always
Oh
been
yeah,
talking
okay,
about
good. But
the
yeah, that's just
NRA.
this is before I to
Yeah.
answer Mars Pluto's question. I don't know why, but that seems to be the reason why. I don't know why they think it's a good idea, but that's what they do.
Okay,
But I
so
think,
you guys
yeah.
you guys say route.
Oh, good question.
You guys say route, right?
I don't know. Sometimes we say root. I think root is usually how we say it. It's sort of a southern dialect. But for me, a lot of these, I'm not good at regional accents. People say I don't sound like I'm where I'm from. So I kind of say a lot of things that are like this or that interchangeably. But I think root is how we frequently pronounce it.
Route. Okay. So this is like what I was talking about. Okay, maybe I can pull out a better picture. US Route 50 in Nevada.
Yes, the
Longest road in
longest
America.
road to America. I pulled that up myself. Route
You pulled
50.
it up. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. Like, I grew up watching Terminator movies. Like the movies from that era, they always showed that road. It was like, wow, imagine stranded there. It would be terrible, terrible to be stranded over there.
You know, to
So
be frank,
you
I would love to
yeah.
drive that. 408 miles of nothing but these four cities and like these small little. As long as you've got a car that's you're not afraid it's gonna break down, I would totally do that road trip.
You so like that's what I want to ask you. Like, are you? Isn't it like some kind of a rites of passage to drive from coast to coast uh, before you get a family, before you go
Hmm.
you work? You just take a road trip from one part of America across the United States. You don't want to do that?
Well, I think that's an interesting prospect. You're saying that's a common thing?
I,
That's the rite of
didn't I
passage?
grow up hearing? I think Elon even damn.
You're
Okay,
saying
so
Elon said it was a rite of passage?
yeah, Elon was born in Pretoria, like 2 hours from where I am right now. So his mom is from Canada. When they moved from South Africa, he went straight to Canada. I think he was 16 somewhere there, and
Hmm.
then he went to Stanford from Canada. He stayed with family for a little while, and then he applied for school
Yeah.
in the United States. So he went to Stanford. But before he did anything, he took he the pictures of him with a beat up BMW, and he took it across the United States. It's like it's a known thing. Maybe it's one of those things people from outside know about you guys, whereas you guys couldn't be bothered.
Well, I've heard of that done. It's just a less common thing than like it's not like a mecca type thing. Like everybody has to do it at certain. I, for me, I've heard of that. There was the overspeed, like overland speed record to go across highways in the U.S. and that was
Yeah.
set in the beginning of COVID. Did you hear about this one? The 19-hour run.
Why didn't hear 19 hours
They
from
averaged like 140 miles an hour because there were some straightaways they could go 200 on.
from coast to coast?
And it was super illegal, but nobody was on the roads during COVID, so they did it.
Oh, COVID. Oh yeah, lockdowns.
It was
Whoa,
serious. But
whoa.
I don't think it's been beat because there's no more favorable conditions than that.
Wow, yeah. Wow, that must have been cool, man. I didn't hear about that. Wow. Isn't like the Road Runner don't have don't they have like a lot of scenes in US Route 50? I think I remember the Road Runner running around Nevada desert and stuff like that. And oh, isn't it like there are a lot of dead bodies buried somewhere there?
Buried in Nevada?
People outside of in Nevada, and then what's that outside of Las Vegas? Or
Mm.
it's just the movies. Like uh, people with gambling debts would be put out uh, in Vegas. Have you ever been to Vegas?
I've been to Reno,
How far is Reno from
like
Las
30
Vegas?
miles,
30
maybe a
miles.
little less, maybe a little more. I think a little more.
What's in Reno?
Reno is like the other popular. It's like a miniature Vegas, but it's different. I don't
Ah,
know if you've played Fallout games.
I know Fallout. Yeah.
Well, Fallout New Vegas is actually like they show Reno in that one too. I don't know. It's just a smaller town. It's outside of Vegas. But they also do a lot of gambling and casinos at.
Okay.
Some in some
What
respects,
about
it's nice.
okay? What about DC? Have you been to DC?
I actually have been meaning to go to DC. I have not been. It's a shame I haven't been.
Ah, wow. And have you been to LA a lot, or just the airport?
Just a handful of times. Not very much at all.
Okay. Are
It
they
looks like we have
gangs
a
in
question in the chat.
are they gangs in Texas versus like we hear there are gangs in LA, in Chicago, in New York and stuff like that? Are there gangs
There's
in
not a lot
Texas?
of gangs outside of prisons. So in prisons, they do have gang affiliations. They've got the
Oh,
Latin Kings and different things. That's but only in prisons. There aren't
yeah,
really
yeah,
an outcropping of large scale organized crime gangs
yeah.
elsewise. Like there is, I think that I've heard that motorcycle clubs operate in Texas as
Oh,
kind of a conglomerate. You're like not
yeah.
Hell's Angels, but different ones. I've seen actually. What are they called? The Banditos, which sounds like a little bit of a silly name, but they're not silly at all. They're just as serious as the Hells Angels. And I actually saw one of these guys in a Banditos jacket on a
Oh,
motorcycle on the highway. So like that, they're
oh,
not like causing mischief or nothing. But there's plenty of organized crime groups that probably operate within the state. Oh, and of course,
oh.
I'm sure there's a bunch of drug importation, but that's farther south and west than I am.
Are you a yes, ma'am, yes, sir kind of guy? Are you like Texans still maintain like Southern values kind of thing?
Well, it's funny that you mentioned about that because yes, there's. I feel like politeness is divided into a couple of subcategories, right? Because
Hmm.
I would place that Texans are largely cordial, which is
Hmm.
distinct from being polite in that they've
Hmm.
got certain things they want to upkeep. Like you walk into a store and you greet somebody and like stuff like that. Like you can say hi to a person passing on the street to an extent. You walk into
Hmm.
an establishment, sometimes they put on like the Southern charm, but it's
Yeah,
also performative. Like it's not always genuine. And when it's
yeah,
performative, it just feels
yeah.
very insincere. So it's like I think it's more cordial than it is actual Southern hospitality. I think it's like they're afraid of not keeping up appearances.
Okay, but that's it's at least something. I think there are certain metropolitan areas that they don't even care.
I don't know.
They
I
don't
kind
even.
of like it better in like New York, or I've been to places in Maine, like the larger cities like that, especially on the East Coast. They give you like the I don't
Yeah,
give a damn attitude. They're more
yeah.
honest about it because everybody feels that way. It's just like, what are you trying to externalize, one or the other? I'd rather they be honest than lie to my face.
Okay. So you don't you love the sincerity of it. At least be sincere.
It's
Like
more refreshing, but also the grass is always greener. I don't live in a place where it's like that, so I just think about when I've been to places like that, I prefer it. But it's probably might be different if I lived there.
I've watched like a lot of. I don't watch too much Joe Rogan nowadays. I used to watch like a lot of Joe Rogan, and he said he once took his family to a vacation spot in Mexico, and he's like, dude, we once uh, moved away from the well beaten path just for a second, and people went to go get him quickly. I want to know what your experience in Mexico is. Is it super dangerous? Do you like keep to the main roads? You don't go like where you're not supposed to go. I hear it gets really, really dangerous really quickly in Mexico.
It really depends on where you go, and it's a lot. It's gotten worse over time, but
Hmm.
it's hyper local and hyper specific. So there's over like
Okay.
200 cities in Mexico. There might be more, but I think that's around. And last I heard, about 60 of them have concentrated gang activity like that. That is like international gangs. But
Oh,
it's also a deal where you probably need some sort of a local or a guide to assist you in
yeah,
knowing where you can and can't go. But there's a lot of
yeah.
places that you can go that they don't really care that you go there or not. So it can get dicey really quick if you don't know what you're doing or don't know where you're going. You can't just wander around because there in
Eh,
some areas there is a risk. Like, have you heard? It's sort of like the situation in Somalia, right? It's like you roll up and they would like give us your truck, and you get out of the truck and you're walking back to
whoa,
town. It gets that serious.
whoa. Like I don't mind that as long as I can keep my life. I,
So
uh,
sometimes you don't, but it depends on where you go.
damn. I only know of like Guadalajara. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Mexico
I think that's
City,
about right. Yeah.
Guadalajara. Yeah. I don't know a lot of places in Mexico, but I hear it gets really dangerous really quickly, like really, really quickly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I've been to to Cancun, to Tulum, to Matahuala, to San Luis Potosi, and to one place in the Chihuahua Desert, but I forget what that was called. No, it was good.
Cancun is the famous vacation spot, right?
Which spot? Cancun?
Cancun, yeah. A lot of
Yeah.
people talk about going on vacation in Cancun.
Yeah, you want to go a little ways down on the Costa Maya Riviera, if you can, a little bit ways more southwest, because it gets less populous out there and it's more fun out there if you go outside of Cancun. But landing in Cancun, spending a day or two there, that's not the worst thing in the world.
Okay. I was just debating with this girl we went to school together. She's a childhood friend of mine. She's like she wants to book a cruise. I'm like, dude, I only hear terrible things about this. Have you ever been on a cruise? Is this something you want to do?
I could see myself going on a cruise, but I'd probably want to pick like the what is it? They've got the Carnival and the Royal Caribbean, and they're priced
Yeah.
appropriately. I probably want to do a Royal Caribbean or a different type of cruise rather than a Carnival cruise.
But I hear like you'll get food poisoning from the buffet. They put the food out too long. You'd get sick. You
Oh
probably
wow,
won't like your neighbors. And you'll be super congested. I don't like those kind of things. Uh,
that would be
How
concerning.
how long is it? It's like a week or something to go on
Well, it
to
really depends on which one you
Bahamas.
go on. Sometimes you're going
Oh,
farther than a week. Sometimes you're going like less than a week. Sometimes it's 3 days or 4 days.
damn. I remember in COVID, some people were stuck on these boat cruises. Like they were not allowed to get off. It's like whoa.
Hmm.
Like during the lockdowns, like yeah, you
Yeah.
can't bring the virus home. Yeah, yeah. So you've been to South America?
Actually, no, no, I haven't been to South America. Only Mexico.
Just you don't want to visit the Caribbean, Jamaica? Is Jamaica
I
in the
don't mind that
Caribbean?
at all. I would like to visit. I'd particularly like to go to Chile, but yeah.
Oh. What's I only know of the mountain ranges in Chile. What's in Chile?
Well, I like Chile because I think it's a little bit cooler there on average, and they have nice regional cuisine. I'd like to try some like in person there.
Oh,
What I'm
that's
doing there.
another question I have, Jess. Like the quintessential white guy in America apparently doesn't do hip hop, doesn't do spicy food. So do you like uh your tamale or what's that famous place that sells tacos? What's the famous place? Taco
Taco
Bell?
Bell. I
Yeah,
worked
Taco Bell.
there for a year.
You worked at Taco Bell. Yeah. So do
Yeah,
you like spice in your food?
I love it. And a lot of us down here in the South here, we do love our spicy food, but it's a mix. It's a blending mix of the two. Some people aren't into it, and then a lot of people come from out of state who are like first generation non-Texan, so they don't have all of
Uh-huh.
the Texan traits yet. It hasn't deepened into them. But there's a lot of people coming from the Midwest or from California or the other or Colorado where they don't have much of a spice palate or tolerance. Um, so
I thought
spicy food
Texas
for us,
was,
we love it.
I thought you guys did barbecue more than you do like you just put out your steaks on a barbecue on a grill and that's it.
Well, I'll tell you this, man. You go to Houston and like a lot of other places, where it's very
Mhm.
multicultural. Our cuisine, like we get food from all over the world because everyone wants to come to Texas. I guess I don't know. The food's bigger in Texas. Very good Vietnamese places, very good Thai food restaurants, very good even regional Indian, like South and North. I've been to less African places. There's not as many of them, but I've been to some. They're also very good. You get
Oh,
the jollof rice and the injera and stuff, and fun.
that's Nigerian. I've never had
Sorry,
jollof rice
sorry.
in my
And
yeah.
I don't know the regions as strongly as I should. But yes.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's mostly uh, Northern African food, and South African is a different thing. I put hot sauce and everything from Twinkies to milk.
Yeah.
Oh, Austin, come on. You can't put hot sauce on Twinkies, man. the
I don't know. I've done a hot sauce
only
on ice cream before. It's decent.
the only thing I've heard is like I hear like American chocolate is trash. We mostly get Cadbury, we get European chocolate, Swiss chocolate, English Toblerone, stuff like that. I have a friend who's in Where's Hershey's, Pennsylvania? He's been promising to send me a box of Hershey's chocolate for years now. I'm like, dude, it's gonna get here all melted and crappy. Since you've traveled a little bit into Europe, into Japan, how's the chocolate difference? Are you
Oh, hold on for a second. Are we back? I'm gonna have to leave in 20, but I've got time, and I'll let you know. It's coming back. All right, we'll be back.
yeah, back,
Okay,
back.
okay, okay. Yeah, I've got to leave in about 20. But I've still got time here. I agree. The Hershey's chocolate is not as good, but just for your information, Hershey's company
Okay.
and Cadbury company, they're the same company. They're owned by the same international holdings group. So they
Oh,
make the same chocolates, but their
oh,
manufacturing and distribution processes are different. The thing that Hershey's
oh,
America does different is that they separate the fat in the milk, which is I've heard of this before, but I'm just referencing. Due to the presence of butyric acid, a byproduct specialized in manufacturing process, the milk used in Hershey's chocolate undergoes lipolysis, breaking down milk
okay.
fats to extend shelf life, which creates that butyric acid, which makes it
Oh,
taste sort of off. It does
oh,
have a
oh,
different, distinct flavor, and it is not as
oh,
good. But domestic chocolate
damn.
production outside of Hershey's, like we do chocolate fine. If you use Swiss techniques and stuff, like you can make good chocolate. So there is good chocolate that's just like less popular candy brands, but it's very good in the regions where it's comes from. Switzerland and other places.
Do you chocolate though?
I do very much. I actually have a particular palate. I like 100% dark baker's chocolate with zero sugar in it.
Oh,
I've
oh,
had other
okay.
darker chocolates which are fine, like 90%, 80%, but 100% baking chocolate is very, very, very tart, no sweetness at all, sort of acidic. It's just a nice, like you break off a little tiny piece of it and you just sort of
Mhm.
mull it over. It's very good. I recommend it.
I,
You can find baking
I
chocolate in
don't
stores.
like that. I don't like bitter chocolate. I love sweet, sweet,
Oh,
sweet.
okay, okay, okay. Well, maybe you would like Hershey's. I don't know.
Oh, okay. And is See's candy in Texas or is it in only in California?
What candy?
See's Candy. I think like I follow Warren Buffett a lot. He owns this other company called See's Candy.
Hmm. Yeah, I guess it's a California thing. I'm not familiar with it.
Okay, it's back. This
Yeah,
sucks.
man. Apparently they have a
So
store in town, but
See's
I guess I don't
Candy.
know. Yeah, they have a store in town, but I've never been. I guess it's like a popular thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like Warren Buffett owns See's Candy. So I've followed Buffett's careers, lessons, whatever. And he's always talking about See's Candy, Valentine's, Christmas, and stuff like that. Oh, okay.
Well, he
Okay,
wants to start a cult. Yeah.
the last questions before I know you gotta run. Um, do you think you're gonna get married?
Oh, yeah, in like 5 or 10 years.
Okay.
I don't mind
Do you
waiting.
wanna have children?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's my question, right? Um, would you? Okay, this is what I grew up rom coms. I believe in love, yada yada. I get very sentimental, right? But lately, if you find out that your partner is crazy, like yo, bro, he's crazy or she's crazy, that's a reason to leave somebody, right? It's like I didn't know this about them. Turns out this is a crazy person. and then you. That's a good reason, right?
It really depends. For me, I'm more tolerant of things. So in college, when I was less experienced, I had a relationship with a woman who has borderline personality disorder, which is not like an insult. It's just like, it's a thing where you go from hot to cold really quickly. And sometimes you just have to start conflicts and you have violent urges and
Uh,
tendencies.
Is that
I don't know.
bipolar disease?
Well, it's different than
Okay.
bipolar. It's sort of similar, but it's more just like you very quickly get agitated and irritated, and sometimes have impulses out of your control, which is a
But,
little different than
but
bipolar, which is like the depression and the mania. It's
okay.
so
But my general point is somewhere there. Like you've seen or you've heard of people like leaving under those circumstances, under those certain circumstances. Like, oh, okay, this is being too much. Somebody has to go, and they leave, right?
but so to get to it, and I'll spare you a bit, but it's just in my own case, I was dealing with that, and I knew it was the thing going into it, and I still the
Um,
relationship lasted another 2 years after that. I still tried to make things work until they didn't.
you still
Which I
try
don't
to
know if it's
make it.
lack of foresight. If I should have made a more mature decision and ended it quicker, knowing that it could cause problems in the future. I don't know. I still don't know today. But at the end of the day, I try to make things work. But you do you. Like I'm not going to fault you for if somebody or you yourself or whoever decides to leave for whatever reason. It's an at will thing.
You,
You work for an
you're
employer.
making it. You're making it very hard for me to make my point. My point was I was trying to get you to a point where you'd say, yeah, like when if you find out along the line, along the way that the person is crazy, and then you dish them. Like what happened to for better and for worse, sickness and health. I think those things don't matter as much as we were told they used to matter. I don't know how much they mattered in the past. I think a lot of people made terrible relationships work. They stuck around too long in
Mm.
the past. Some things we don't know about, yada yada yada. Some things were not documented. Nowadays, so much has been documented. I'm just wondering, is marriage the way we used to conceive it? Is it fit for purpose in today's age? Like, could you really stay if you're with somebody and they become bankrupt, you try to stick around, and they gamble, they do all these things. It's hard to stay around. Why would you want to stick around for all of that? And you only found that part about them 2 3 years into the relationship. So what are your thoughts about marriage in today's age? Like, how do you deal with these things? Well, I've run my small business for a little while, and it goes like this: up and down, up and down, up and down. I can pretty much tell you that it's hard to keep a relationship going when you're busy fighting for your life, fighting for your business. It's really hard, and it's hard for them to stick around as well. And to expect somebody to stick around, I don't know if it's a reasonable thing. What do you think?
I think that each partner has to go into it understanding that their other partner can and will leave them the second that they need to. Right. So it's people have a
Yes.
higher priority towards their own mental well being nowadays, which they didn't before. I agree with your contrast. It's that I don't know. I think that you're asking if marriage as an institution is fit in today's day and age, right?
Yeah.
I think it's fit as an institution among other options. Like you can become involved with somebody without even formalizing a marriage legally. That's an option for a
Yeah.
lot of people. And
Yeah.
or their divorce is also didn't used to always be a thing. It was,
Yeah.
historically some of the first four divorces were just kings killing their wives, and that's just accepted. But it's like so divorces are now a thing that's like properly legally enamored in the thing. I think that
Yeah.
that is a perfectly acceptable option for people who have found that they wouldn't have divorced previously due to ethics or morals or whatever. And nowadays it's just like, oh well, this is what it is
Yeah.
now. You're bankrupting me, whatever. You're driving us into debt with gambling. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
not happening anymore. Divorce.
Yeah. This is my second, third, fourth divorce. Yeah. People do it many times now.
Yep.
Yeah. So for you personally, you take those vows seriously. You'd stick around through terrible, terrible things.
It would take a lot for me to leave. I think that I would want to spend a long time dating somebody before I got married.
You're test driving before you buy the vehicle.
Well, it's just a
Terrible,
deal where, like you say, some people will
terrible.
get married, like they knew each other, and then they spend time apart, and then they come back together, and it's like, oh, we know each other already. We've already done this. Let's get married in a year, and they do that, and then these horrible, awful things occur on year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5, and it's like sometimes it's tenable, sometimes you can make, and sometimes it isn't, and that's a tough situation because it's like, well, if we hadn't jumped into this so damn quickly, we thought we knew
Yeah.
what we were doing, but we didn't. It's yeah.
Okay. No, like so. Even knowing all this stuff, like you still want to sign up for marriage.
Yeah, I mean, I would seriously debate. This is the thing that's getting more popular nowadays. This is almost sort of like solace, but I would have this conversation with a spouse of getting a
Mhm.
prenuptial agreement. Are you familiar with these?
I know about a prenup, but it's not so much about like when if and when we split, how much you get. I'm more concerned of like like I like what you said. You said like at the very moment your partner wants to go, they go, and they should go, right?
Hmm.
But how could you? How do you balance that with saying forever? So I'm gonna get up there and say forever, forever, but knowing that when it's time for me to leave, I'll leave. Those
Mm.
it's like your thing about Texans and saying hello and being insincere. I feel it's the vows are people are not being totally sincere when they say forever. They don't mean forever. They mean
Yeah,
until
that
up
is a bit of
until
an archaic thing that is still around. I mean, it's a nice gesture, but you're right, it's not firm.
yeah, yeah, I should say. So let's not say forever. Let's say up until it doesn't serve me anymore. I'll stick around. That's more honest.
Yeah, but then you get it like would you this is a question for you, I suppose, off the back of this. Would you do a courthouse marriage, or do you have to do a ceremony? Like, are you not going to do it without a ceremony?
I really
Shotgun
don't
wedding,
care.
or is that not for club?
I really don't care about the ceremony of it all. I don't. Uh, I don't like this whole thing of performative versus performance. I hate performative things. I'm not that. But I wouldn't be opposed if my partner really, really was into the whole thing. I'd probably cede to that, but I wouldn't say I would go all out for that. You're
So it
into
would
the
have
whole.
to, it would have to be a ceremony. You wouldn't do it without a ceremony.
I could. I'm saying I'm open to both. I couldn't care
Oh,
less.
okay.
I couldn't.
Yeah, even if your
Yeah.
partner wanted to do one or the other, you would be fine with it as long as
Yeah.
it wasn't extravagant. Okay.
Mhm. I'm that guy who'd go to a destination wedding like off a cliff with only like two of our closest friends, two
Hmm.
relatives, and not a whole lot of people. Like people, I'm I'm telling you, like I'm super sentimental. Uh, Things mean a lot to me that seemingly don't mean a lot to people. And I'll be like, but this is what you said. I try to keep my word. I try to do these things. I try to be as honest as I can. And sometimes people like playing the game. Like uh, whenever it gets too complicated, I tap out. I tap out. Yeah. But it's been good. It's been good. I hope I can. I know you said you gotta go. I hope we can catch up some other time. I
Yeah.
know you'd get busy. We're in a different time zones, and I hope you go see one World Cup game, man. Come on, you won't have another World Cup in the States for say 20, 30 years.
Do
Go
you know
see
where it's
one
being
game.
hosted? What is this?
The World Cup is this year in a
But
few
it's
months.
where is it even? It's in Canada,
Mexico, Canada,
Mexico.
United States.
New York, New Jersey Stadium. Okay. Oh no, there's a couple
It's
more. Okay. Atlanta,
yeah,
Boston, Dallas, Houston. Okay.
yeah.
These are going to
Just
be some
one game.
expensive tickets. There's going to be some expensive tickets, Clyde. I do not know about this. But I'll look.
I think I think even the expensive tickets and then the fan park tickets and then the common tickets. You might, yeah, but just partake. Just go have a drink in a bar with some sports, with some football fan. There won't. I'm telling you, there won't be another. There won't be another World Cup in the States for
Oh, you're saying
2030.
instead of seeing it in person, I should go to a sports bar that does it and
Yeah,
go.
and
I'll do
they
that.
usually,
I'll do that.
yeah, and there's usually like they put up a screen, say right outside the stadium. They put up these fan parks, and fans can just come outside the stadium, and it's a whole thing.
Yep.
Right. Yeah, so think about it. Just go to one place and just go see a football game. Okay.
We'll do. We'll do.
All right. No, thanks, man. I really do hope we call again sometime soon.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully sometime soon. Maybe another weekend like this. We shall see. But I think it's in our future. This has been a wonderful
All right.
interview. Thank you for interviewing me, Clyde. Thank you for having me on your
All
show. And I relish the opportunity to do it anytime you like. So thank you.
right. Thanks a lot. And I to sign off. I don't. I see a lot of couples, and I'm like, dude, I don't envy it. I think I grew up like looking at certain relationships like, wow, it would be nice to be in that kind of relationship. It would be nice, right? And I see a lot of people living lives, people with way much more money than me, and you're like, oh, okay, cool, good for you, good for you. The only part that I get to like is somebody who's traveling, who travels. I'm like, wow, I want to be. So the fact that you've been to Japan, you've been to Amsterdam, I'm like, oh my god, an egg in these trying times. You're living my life, man. So I love to travel, uh,
I
but
think you'll get to
for
one
the
day,
most
Clyde.
part,
If your business goes according to plan, you should get up there and start traveling around.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, man.
But anyway, thanks for chilling with me for a minute. Thank you so
Absolutely. It's been a
much.
pleasure. It's been a pleasure. Thank you,
Bye,
Mr. Clyde.
man. Bye.
Peace.